got an old book here. I'm going to rip this page out. If you want to build a ship, don't herd people together to collect wood, and don't assign them tasks and work. Rather teach them to long for the endless immensity of the sea. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, French aviator, writer, 1900-1944. Just a century ago. But it's an old book that I had. There's only some of the quotes that I like. So some of the other ones I'm just ripping out to dry the brushes on. But I'm gonna keep this one here. Again, if you want to build a ship, don't herd people together to collect wood. Don't assign them tasks and work, but rather teach them to long for the endless immensity of the sea. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Exupéry. Okay, Exupéry. So, you know, honestly, that quote, it gets me a bit in the feelings because I wonder why the pencil is darker right there. There's ink right there, white paint. But where I'm at today, you know, where I'm at today, where I could have been, what I could have, should have done. I reflect on that. Um, and on the one hand, I'm like, no, man, I should have deserved more. I deserve a big old house. Life's not fair. You don't know what I'm saying. That sort of a bug um, hits me or bites me, or I think my dog just walked out. He's like, shut up, I'm trying to take a nap over here, sucker. No, just go for maybe a very thin one. But I think where I'm at, and it's a challenge, confusion, complicated, weak, awesome, good and bad, to compare yourself to others. Um, for example, a man that's not just out of my league is has reached level 1000 on Dragon Ball Z, is reach a One Punch Man status, is person who's limited to be, it's limited by being human, is David Goggins, and I enjoy hearing him talk. It's he speaks human. He speaks the language and disease of modern man, and then he basically just gives a formula. All right, left, right, left, one foot in front of the other, go. And basically, don't go until you're done. Go until you no longer can. And It's amazing. I think another YouTube channel. I'm not sure if it was Steve Arnio or some other Manosphere channel. I think it was Steve Arnio. But the quote was from that channel uh, that they shouldn't exist, and they mean that in a way that um, where's your father at? Me myself only had my dad for a few years of my life. I'm not sure if he taught me more good than bad, or if anything, it's an overall experience that just taught me, fuck, dude, such is life. Such is life. Get it done. I come from a broken family, I guess you could say, or from a lot of challenges or pain. But then again, who doesn't come from hardship or pain? And it's all different levels. I think it was Ivanka Trump or Paris Hilton or both. When someone in the crowd amongst the paparazzi told him, what do you know? You don't know anything about pain. And no doubt that maybe if she didn't get the 50th or the 100th Barbie in her collection that she wanted, no doubt that she probably felt disappointment or betrayal from, but I thought you loved me, Daddy. I thought you loved me, Mommy. I thought I was your princess. You promised. Versus a girl that was thrown to their grandmother or abandoned at a fire department or sold for drugs and just left and just said, well, you know what? I'm trying to think what other story I just saw recently where I think there's a murder trial that just started here in California about a kid that got murdered by her mom and her mom's boyfriend. And he was beaten to death. There are laws that protect criminals that do such things. Well, you gotta find them guilty, and you gotta get them right for a trial. And I was like, I've seen monsters. I'm not talking about the unexplained phenomena. Criminals, monsters in disguise of simple criminals that intimidate their victims, hurt their victims so much, put fear in them, hurt them so bad, violated them down to the core of their soul. That just I'm losing my train of thought here because again, with this YouTube channel, a big thing for it was to show my younger self, myself from the younger generation, that hey, don't matter if you don't have a school teacher, don't matter if you're in the middle of Nebraska or Montana or whatever's more isolated. If there's knowledge There's people out there that have knowledge that they could share with you, and that have done things, overcome hardship to get her done. And so what if things suck? They suck. Get it done. Because I've seen, again, in my lifetime, I've seen a good amount of death. Seeing the Grim Reaper collect. And probably some of the things that's even more disturbing than the Grim Reaper collecting is actually the Grim Reaper, not even the Grim Reaper, I don't know what to call that, but where the person commits inner deletion of their dreams, thus starving their soul. And their soul just becomes like a marble in the canister of their body. You can see hints of it. That I remember when I got out the Marines, I went to go work in customer service at a store that today no longer exists. The whole chain is gone, and no doubt that the owners were multi-millionaires, and some people there were they were fucking snakes. Well, I'm gonna make the sale. I need the money. Well, what about me? I need to get the new Jordans. I need more makeup. I need to get my hair did, my nails done did. Fuck that. Now it's gone. On one hand, I think, fuck, I think about the few people that were awesome people. I think about the other bastards, but I remember working there, and this cool guy there who cleaned up this brush here. One time we had lunch in his car, and he said, "Oh, dude, tell me about the Marines, man. I always wanted to join, but I never had the balls. Or that's one thing that I regret now." And he was, I think he had, I'm not sure if he was a retired DJ. He just had another side gig and just aging, I guess, with grace, or just something to do. But I remember when I told him my stories and how it was. And I could see the wonder in his eyes of, man, what if I would have done this? What if I would have done that? That would have been cool. I wonder what I would have done in that situation. But and for me, that was very inspirational to me, because I know afterwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, picked up five more job fields or careers, whatever you want to call them, or job titles. Because by me looking at his face and him wondering what if, I could tell that there was a coldness that no drug or no remedy at that time could repair or replace. And if anything, probably the biggest thing about that is that he inspired me to do more, to show you guys as much as possible. And yeah, back to the quote of the ship. Let me read it again. If you want to build a ship, don't herd people together to collect wood, and don't assign them tasks and work, but rather teach them to long for the endless immensity of the sea. A French aviator and writer. So, yeah, we have 5,000 plus videos on here. I don't think I've ever put any of my, I think I did put one of my journeys on here. think one where there was a roach infestation at a Love's gas station heading into, let's say, Houston, Texas. Never seen so many roaches. It looked like an oil spill at the gas station. I'm like, what the fuck? Nasty. Alright. But that's it for now. Play back again to just we'll find the meaning for you in that quote. And yeah, man, that quote is disturbing and enlightening. So get her done.